My name, Dr. MARC SCHOEN. So we are here to talk about performance and decision-making under pressure. And for a large portion of people, when they're under pressure, they don't do so well. And the data seems to show that 60% of the people have their performance deteriorate under pressure. But there's about 35% from my data, my research, other people's research, that when they're under pressure, they unravel. Their performance is significantly deteriorated. So decision-making, performance, comes from a part of the brain that I like to call the cerebral brain. And there's an area in this part of the brain that's totally dedicated to higher order processing. And higher order processing is decision-making, problem-solving, performing well on exams. Well, it just so happens that this cerebral brain has a counterpart that I like to call the limbic brain. And in this limbic brain, it's all about emotions, fear. It's like a cauldron of basic instincts: fear, hunger, sleep, pain, pleasure. Well, when this limbic brain becomes upset, concerned, it literally just takes out the ability to have higher order processing. So we really have two different parts to our brain. But guess what? They speak different languages. They don't always get along. They kind of fight a little bit. See, this limbic brain developed, quite honestly, for the purpose of keeping us out of danger. So if we're seeing a saber-toothed tiger, a spear is coming at us, someone's calling us at the wrong time, right? We need a part of the brain to tell us, get out of the way. We can't be thinking about it, can we? We need a part of our brain to take action right away. But it processes danger so much more swiftly than the cerebral brain. So the cerebral brain is just outrun. It can't take action to stop it. So we've got two different brains with two different goals. The limbic brain wants to keep us out of danger. The cerebral brain wants to think about things, be more methodical, be a problem solver. But here is a key part. When the limbic brain feels pressure, feels stress, feels uncomfortable, it experiences that as a threat. And when it experiences it as a threat, it says, oh my, I have to take action. And then it ignites this fight or flight, and it just puts on the brakes for that problem-solving part of us, that higher order processing. It just takes it out. So now we're more interested in protecting our losses, making sure things don't go wrong, than we are in terms of strengthening our chances of success. We, as a culture, are finding ourselves more in what I call this survival mode. Yes, we are more ignited than we've been historically. I've been doing this 32 years, and I can tell you, people are more stressed out than ever. And the reason is that this part of us that was meant to keep us safe, to keep us out of danger, guess what? It's perceiving danger all the time. So now this old part of the brain, which truly had survival value, keeping us out of the way of danger, now is just on overdrive. So the survival mode of us is stuck in the on position. Is it any wonder why there's so many more stress disorders? The problem is this. We as a culture, despite getting all these great creature comforts to make our lives more comfortable, are now finding ourselves less and less tolerant of being uncomfortable. So we're feeling uncomfortable a lot more often. And what's the result? The result is is that this old brain says, I'm in danger. So that survival mode switch clicks on, stays on, and we are stressed out. So we've become a prisoner of our creature comforts. So what do we need to do? What is the bottom line here? What do we need to change? Well, if stress, pressure, performance, being uncomfortable lead to the survival switch going on, and therefore taking out the ability to have a higher order processing like problem solving, decision making, then we need to change our instincts, don't we? We want to make it so that when we're stressed, pressured, need to get things done, uncomfortable, that it actually facilitates performance. That it doesn't lead to us feeling threatened,